Imagine that, for one whole day, no one could see what you do. No judgment, no praise, no social consequence, just you and your choices. What would you do differently? That question sounds simple, but it's one of the most uncomfortable a man can ask himself, because the honest answer reveals something we'd rather not face. How much of our life is lived for ourselves, and how much is lived just to be seen? Today, I want to talk about that, about the man who exists when the lights go out, and about why that man, the real one, deserves more respect than the version we show the world. We live in a strange time, a time when almost everything can become an audience. The work you do, the body you have, the family you build, all of it can be photographed, posted, commented on. And little by little, without noticing, we start living for that audience, choosing the car based on who'll see it, choosing our words based on who'll judge them. Even kindness sometimes becomes performance, done not because it's right, but because it looks good. This has an old name. The Greek philosophers already talked about the difference between the virtue practiced in public and the virtue practiced in secret. And they already knew, over 2,000 years ago, that only the second one is real. Because a man's character isn't measured by what he does when he's applauded. It's measured by what he does when no one's clapping, when no one's filming, when no one will ever know. Let me tell you a story I heard from an old master carpenter back when I was young, and that I've never forgotten. He'd learned the trade from his father, and his father had a rule that seemed excessive. Every part of a piece of furniture should be well made, even the parts no one would ever see. The bottom of a drawer, the back of a cabinet, pressed against the wall forever. One day, the son asked, "Dad, why put so much care into a part no one's going to see?" And the father answered something that stuck. "Because I'm going to see it. And because one day you'll open that drawer alone with no one around, and you'll know whether the work was done honestly or not. Wood doesn't lie, and neither should you." That sentence carries a lesson that goes far beyond carpentry. It's about integrity, which at its root means wholeness, being the same person inside and out, not having a public version and a private version that are completely different from each other. Years later, that carpenter, now a grown man, said he could never again hand over sloppy work, even when no one would ever notice, because in his words, the back of the drawer always exists in everything we do. And here's the hardest part of this reflection. Most of us do have two versions, one that shows up, and another that only exists when the door closes. The problem isn't having moments of weakness. That's human. The problem is when the gap between the two versions gets too wide. When the man people admire in public is, on the inside, someone he doesn't even recognize or respect. That erodes you silently. Because deep down, we all know the truth about ourselves. You can fool the entire world, except yourself. And that's exactly why so many successful, admired, applauded men carry an emptiness no one understands. Because public success doesn't cure private incoherence. So I leave you this question to sit with, calmly. No rush to answer now. How do you treat people when you'll gain nothing from it? How do you work when no one's going to check? What promises do you keep even when it would be so easy to let them slide? Those answers, not the ones you say out loud, but the ones you know deep down, those are the real picture of who you are. I want to propose a simple commitment. If you decide starting today to also take care of the part no one sees, write it now, in the comments. The back of the drawer matters to me. It's a way of publicly taking on a commitment that no one else will ever hold you to. Only you. And here's the good news. That picture can change. Not overnight, but decision by decision, choice by choice, made in silence, with no audience at all. A man who behaves well only when he's seen has built an image. A man who behaves well even alone has built character. And character, unlike image, doesn't collapse when the audience leaves. Today, when no one's watching, you'll get a small chance to choose who you really want to be. Don't waste it. If this reflection touched something in you, keep that question close, because it'll come back to visit you again in some quiet moment of your day. And when it does, I hope you have an answer you're proud of.